Hey guys, Turner Marine here with another video. Today talking about Combat Engineers, which is 1371 is the name of the where is it? Is the name of the MOS. 1371 would be your MOS number. I'm trying to find okay, so I know a lot of you guys are curious about this, exactly what they do, which is understandable. Basically, the general gist of it is that combat engineers construct, alter, repair, and maintain buildings and structures. They lift and move heavy objects and equipment by setting up, bracing, and utilizing rigging devices and equipment, and then they perform various duties incidental to the use of demolitions in construction projects and destruction of objects. Generally, people assigned to this MOS are taught carpentry and other construction skills, as well as some basic demolitions, specialized demolitions, as well as specialized demolitions for urban breaching and landmine warfare. The school, unless this has changed, I don't think it has, but unless it's changed, the school is at Camp Lejeune over in North Carolina. It doesn't say. I'm trying to look up to see how long this school is. I imagine it's a decent amount of time, probably a few months, due to just the amount of stuff that they have to know, because you learn the basics for clearing terrain, clearing stuff in the way of the main force when they're trying to get through stuff. So if, say for instance there's enemy tanks that have been destroyed but they're blocking the road, and for whatever reason they can't be pushed off the road by other tanks, by our tanks, generally they will call combat engineers up to try and get rid of that shit. They do a lot of route clearance. They're at least with the units that do route clearance. They can blow open buildings if needed. They can. They're good at like if you see the guys that put the those little like mobile bridges that can go over short things of water. They do that. They build the different combat outposts in the different countries. They do a little bit of everything, to be honest. It appears that a lot of combat engineers learn a lot of infantry sort of stuff, because while they're not used as a line unit in that they're not actually sent in to go fight, a lot of the times where they're working in a combat zone anyway is pretty highly, what's the word I'm thinking of? There's generally enemy in the area. Where is it? Yeah. I mean, you're not EOD. You're not, your goal isn't to go out and find bombs and then blow them up. And you're not infantry, so your goal isn't to close with and kill the enemy. But you kind of know a bit of everything so that you can handle those situations. But I mean, it sounds like a pretty cool MOS. You get to know a little bit of everything, which is nice. And especially, I mean, I don't know exactly how much they teach in terms of like construction stuff. But I mean, obviously, it's enough to put up some buildings, to maintain the buildings, repair things if things get damaged, and that's kind of cool because knowing that stuff, being a handyman of sorts is quite nice later in life. There's a lot of stuff that I'm still trying to learn, handyman wise, so it's good. It's good to know. Let's see. Yep, you will know how to destroy landmines. You obviously need to be in good physical condition. You apparently have to have normal eye color, or I'm sorry, normal color vision rather. So it sounds like you can't be colorblind at all for this. Your hearing's got to be normal. No issues with that. But a lot of times, I know a lot of the combat engineers, like in Iraq and Afghanistan, were used to build like schools, like hospitals, different things like that really helped out the villages and the towns that we would go to. Let's see. Yeah, so it looks like you're going to learn a little bit of everything, which is pretty sweet. But the school's out in Lejeune, way over on the East Coast. And it really doesn't say how long. Let me just see. Maybe I can Google it. Maybe I can Google this shit. How long is 1371 MOS school? Okay, hold on. Yeah, it says the school here is approximately 2.5 to 3 months, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. So, I mean, that seems about right, considering the amount you have to know, and there'll be a lot during that. I mean, you're gonna be pushed to your limits in terms of trying to remember all that shit, but it's well worth it. I mean, well worth it if you can do it. But yeah, all right, guys. If you have any questions or concerns, anything like that, hit me up, and I will see you in the next one. Semper Fi.